One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And the Demon Deacons will try to pin them back with the punt. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. It's caught. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Quick release by the QB. Breaks it. Ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Dude, let's go. This game was basically over, right? We just forced a huge play. Great job by the defense, giving their offense a chance now. Man, it looked like it was over. Now we got a chance, offense, go down the field, stiff this thing in the end zone. We can win this ball game still.
The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They just got a huge break, and now they need to put this ball into the end zone. A field goal really doesn't help much at this stage. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
The Demon Deacons now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Daniels. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Here's Lopez to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. 3rd and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that first down.
And the Demon Deacons will bring the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This time, they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive reason. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now. They just got to make more plays.
So now it's 2nd and long. Off play action. Pucks it out of the air. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Fires to the tight end. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the counter. Out of the crowd, and now he's maybe a crease. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And the Canes have this offense rolling. makes the grab and room to run. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Well, the offense is humming now, and you're seeing they can generate explosive plays in a variety of ways. They had the big run on the previous play. That time they're able to take a shot. Everything they're dialing up right now is working beautifully.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Brown. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Pulls it on the option. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Here's Mensah to throw. Dumps it off in the flats. And they knock him down in the backfield. Outstanding play by the defense.
And I like what this offense did, man. They stayed aggressive. They were trying to get the first down through the air. But here's the good thing now. You punt the football away. You trust your defense. You got the lead late in this football game. One more stop, and there's a good chance you get the W.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! Big 3 points to stretch the lead.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. The defense able to hold them to a field goal on that last drive, and now this offense will try to answer, and they need a touchdown. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. With the catch, it's Hernandez. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Clark. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Demon Deacons lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. All they needed was a few inches, and the defense was not having it.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. The run inside. It's Fletcher. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a one-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Let's send the tight end in motion. Throwing, Mensah. Grabbed behind the line. It's Brown. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. And the Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They want that clock to run. He breaks a tackle. And that penetration left him nowhere to go. Dodged a couple, but he's knocked down for a loss. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you, a huge third down. Stopped cold by this defense. They tried to fool him with the run, and nobody was buying it.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
The Canes decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And here comes the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Lopez. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25.
And it was the defense that got this started, right? They were the ones who got the stop, forced a punt, gave it back to the offense, who now just picked up a nice completion. You win as a team, but give the defense credit for getting this thing going.
Lopez wants to fire. Dances away. There's some room. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the 4th quarter. We've got an opportunity, 1 possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
Motion from the back. Wants to throw on first down. Takes the easy completion.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be thrown to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. Here's the pressure. He'll pull it down and run. QB got it himself. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the 4th quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
Pressure coming, and down he goes. Wait calls the timeout, and they have no more to use. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Rushes on him. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
And that's exactly what this defense is going to have to do late in this football game. They understand the situation. They're in the full 2-minute drill. They're playing pass, but understanding the quarterback can still run. Nice job playing pass, playing coverage first, protecting yourself, and then rallying to the football and getting the quarterback on the ground.
Bringing the heat. Soft spot in the middle. They stop him well short of the marker. It's 4th down from the 27.